World News Media, April 9th, 2006.
Darradandoa forces have claimed victory after U.S. troops have retreated from 2 engagements near the... released an official statement on their strategic withdrawal from the small skirmishes on...
7 troops killed and 1,100
Springfield,
injured.
Texas, after the non-voluntary smallpox vaccination. Health workers could not divulge.
They should tell us what they know. It's our lives.
Dramatic footage from Television Free Indonesia showing Darradandoa leaders...
Seen that man in the green beret, makes his living in the jungle, they say.
There's too much noise on the line. I'm not sure we'll be able to connect you to Sarah before we land.
We'll have the agency file on Pandora Tomorrow, ready by the time you touch down. You're right. It's Sedano's insurance policy. If he misses a phone call, the virus gets released. We're vaccinating Springfield, Texas. But until we know how many other pox boxes there are, and where, Sedano is a glaring tripwire. We're going to have to tiptoe around him.
Did Grimm write these smallpox flash notes?
Yeah, she's a poet in her own way. But she makes an interesting point. We slip up in Indonesia, and those images could be illustrations of anywhere in America.
I'm sorry, Fisher. I can't get Sarah on the line.
I don't know what I'd say to her anyway.
The line read there is so good. Like, some people do give Michael Ironside a little bit like, oh, it's a flat, it's a bit of a flat read, but like he drops his inflection so much to like show like a level of disgust right now, especially because we still don't know why in the last mission we killed that woman. Like, all we know is that they're like, she's playing both sides, she's not on our side, Fisher. Kill her. It's our job to deal with the moral ethics of it, and we just haven't gotten there yet. And I don't know if it's actually ever given out, but I could be wrong. I might go like dig that up by the end of this LP to let you guys know, because I feel that sense. All right, Refinery, Kudang, Indonesia, April 12th, 2006, 15:12 hours. Trail/intercept Sedano's communications. Pandora Tomorrow is the code phrase for Sedano's insurance policy against the U.S. attack. He makes daily secure phone calls to undisclosed U.S. locations, delaying release of the smallpox virus one more day. If he is killed or detained, the virus will be released within 24 hours. Intercept Sedano's Pandora Tomorrow call in order to locate the virus. Yes.
This is going to be a complicated mission, Fisher. We're running it in cooperation with Displaced International, so your old friend Douglas Shetland will be local.
Good. I can work with Shetland. What's Shetland doing here?
A ghost army operation. He'll give you the brief.
I wonder if this is supposed to be like a tie-in to Ghost Recon, but I'm not 100% sure. Sedano's made connections with the Golden Triangle heroin trade in the early 90s, when he was still just a thug on the streets of Cirebon. In 1996, he put them to work, offering the DDD services for security for smuggling operations in the mountains. When the CIA pulled DDD funding in 98/99, Sedano doubled his investment time in the heroin business and multiplied his profits tenfold. Another variation of Sedano's peculiar idealism. The Kudang camp is a madly lactating cash cow and packed with more armed, angry men than a Texas barbecue. Grim. Okay. And I like that this is one of the few daytime missions that we do see throughout the series. Like, it happens from time to time, but it doesn't always feel like there's as much there. And we get to see, Sam Fisher. He's got a bit of a different look here. It's a little bit of some jungle camo right next to Guy in army fatigues. I don't think Shetland has anything to do with that, but let's talk to him.
Howdy, Shetland.
Fisher. My God, old man, you keep turning up in unexpected places. I'd hoped the next place we met would have been stateside. I'd like to buy you a beer, see how Sarah's doing.
Let's leave home where it is. What's this ghost army business?
PsyOps, a distraction.
What's my part?
Your handler should have your objectives. For my part, Sedano's plane in the yard near the village needs to be sabotaged.
Since I was going to be in the neighborhood anyway.
Much appreciated. I've got a dozen displaced snipers around the camp. You won't see them, but you better believe they're there.
It's good to see you again, Shetland. Once we're back home, we'll get that beer.
Glad to hear it. We need to have a talk about some work I might have for you.
I've already got an employer, and they hear everything we say.
Good. They should know a man with your skills deserves more money and autonomy. A man should fight any war but his own, especially in the America we've got today. Is there anything you can tell me about Sedano? Why is life so valuable? My guys have had 24 chances to see what's on his mind with a sniper bullet.
Nope. Sorry again.
I've got a dozen. You know everything you need to.
All right, so that's enough there. Now, we do have 2 ways down to the camp. We can jump up here and, you know, slide in. Let's take a look at something. I think that's a tree up there. Yeah, it's just a tree. And I do like that it does put us right here in this, like, really nice tall grass. It makes us a little bit harder to see. But yeah, we're out in the middle of the daytime, which is pretty odd. Which is, it's different for this game to have, like, this daytime mission thing here. Because, you know, before this, previously we play a lot of this one during the, during the daytime. Now... One of the things with this mission is, like, you only have the 3 shots here, right? Like, you have 3 alarms. Those 3 alarms go off, and the game is like, hey, they're gonna put on flak jackets, which is actually really big, and I think you can see it more in.
What the hell? They're shooting at me!
That was, oh, you know what I bet he saw? I bet he saw the laser. That's pretty cool if it's like, hey, we'll totally see the lasers if you're not careful. And that would be make sense of why he's going like, hey, they're shooting at me. Let me grab him real quick. Okay, that's saying he's hidden, which is all I need. And, you know, you hear the dogs barking, which does let you know that they will be in this mission.
Nah, I'm alright. We get switched up in less than an hour.
Come on, I'm about to dry up and blow away.
Okay, whew, I heard that.
We've gone through 3 bottles.
On a 12-hour shift.
Who is that? Show yourself! Good lord!
Oh, God. Okay, well, that was sloppy as shit. Sorry about that one. That one was really bad, guys. I am sorry for that. I do know that there are some spots coming up where I can heal up, so I'm not as worried about that. This mission's probably one of the harder missions in the game, in my honest opinion, mainly because it's so much open ground and there's just so much light that you can't, like, I can't shoot out the sun. So I know it seems like I'm a little low on health right now. In all honesty, I'm not terribly worried about it. This part to me is actually a really cool sequence in the game. So if you noticed, I switched right over to my thermals because there are these tripwires here, and I do like to disable them. When it comes to like missions like this, I should say, like, and it's like, hey, one, I know that there are other friendlies in the area, and there's no chance that they're going to pull out before like we really get to them, right? The no matter what's going to happen here is we are going to stop Sedano. We're going to like whoa. There we go. I saw that guy walk up and I was like, yeah, we ain't having that one. I'm in the hall, the tall grass here, so I do know I'm fairly safe. But it's just one of those things where I'm like, okay, we know there's an army of people on the outside. I know they have 3 radios. This isn't quite. We're not quite at like Metal Gear Solid's. Like, okay, you need to do this, and you can sneak by all these guys without them like really noticing you. I just like, for whatever reason, for this mission especially, I'm like, okay, he's in the tall grass. So the good thing is, it does tell me that he is hidden. You know, his body's gonna go cold or ambient temperature. I was gonna say room temp, but that's probably a little bit warmer here. Keep going forward a little bit. Yeah, I'm taking it nice and slow through here, just because, like I said, tripwires. And I wish you could see what they were attached to. If I had to bet, I'd say probably like Claymore. Or a variation of maybe Bouncing Betty. But I think Bouncing Betties are... What's the word I'm looking for? I think those are pressure sensitive. I could be wrong. But I do like that we really haven't seen a lot in the way of traps. We've seen some wall mines, which are harkening back to the original game. And we got to see those, and the ones that's like you can't disable, or the ones that are like flash bombs, and they kind of set off little alarms. But it's cool that this game's like, hey, tall grass that you can hide in. What makes you think that the enemy wouldn't be like, hey, we should not allow this thing to be noticeable here. Now I do love coming to this building, right? So this is the cool thing here. There's no windows on this side, which makes for like this is a blind approach, guys. Let's save that checkpoint. All right, here we go.
You should be close to Sedano's plane, Fisher.
Really?
Wow, that's some sarcasm.
Is the plane ready to go?
No, we're still waiting for the product and the pilot.
They're so slow today. We've been guarding this plane forever now.
Sedano is checking the place.
Go and double check the back of the plane. That'll keep you occupied.
Why? I just spent the last 4 hours verifying it.
Go!
So he's gonna go hang out over there.
Who is that? No, you don't.
I'm gonna do this. Gonna drop him, right?
I hear something.
Not a shooting game, guys. It's amazing how much, like, even if you go, so if you go from Splinter Cell Chaos Theory to, from this to Chaos Theory, there's a world of difference in just the shooting mechanics, right? And then you go from Chaos Theory to Double Agent, once again, a realm of difference in the shooting mechanics. Once you get to Conviction, which is next, right? Like I'll be going through Conviction, guys. Like there's no chance that I won't. Nick's gonna be brought in for probably for Double Agent, and maybe then again for definitely for maybe for Splinter Cell Chaos Theory, as we play through the story of that one, and hopefully can do the like double campaign there, because there's the co-op campaign, which I think would just be like a good try for Nick and I, as like a, hey, we're gonna do a thing. Come up here. Let's kill that. Okay. The problem with it is, like, I don't, like, you'd probably have to, like, cause a distraction somewhere else to, like, get them over to the plane so you could get up here and, like, have them investigate, get up here, and then be able to, like, drop down, turn off the thing. Maybe someone comes up to find you, maybe someone doesn't. Drop down, and then, you know, sneak all the way past this. Throw your hands and feet through that, you know. And then look, there's a convenient detached pipe here. Bam. And that's the professional way to go through this. We're gonna...
Good work, Fisher.
Who did that?
Who did what? We're just gonna let him go.
How much longer do you think they'll be here?
Until they convince the U.S. we're not worth the trouble. Why? Are you saying you don't support Sedano?
No, no. I've got an allergic reaction to machetes, which makes me a firm Dara Dandoa supporter.
I'm glad to have Sedano here. Suddenly feels like we have a cause beyond money. Somebody to follow.
Yeah, but so many executions.
It's only a process of refinement. Productivity is up, security is tighter. Just keep yourself useful and patriotic so you don't end up on the chopping block.
Yeah, there you go. That's your, like, oh, don't end up on the chopping block. Like, okay, cool. So, I didn't mean to whistle right there, but, you know, it all works out in the end. You wanna